Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do another eye look for fall, but I'm going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette. And this was the very first time I've ever done a fall look was with this palette, and it was last year. We're going to do, it's like a deep red, and of course I'm pretty sure you've all seen the palette, but a lot of these colors are going to be taking a lot of this color and this color today, and then I'll go into like what my transition shades are going to be and everything. So to start off with, I always use my Urban Decay All Nighter Primer Anti-Aging. Put that all over the lid. And this look that I'm going to be doing is something I would do if I was going to work. So when I go to work, I don't put down foundation or anything, because the type of work I do and where I work, foundation doesn't always do its best. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the tape trick. And I'm pretty sure everyone's seen this done by now. Put it on the back of your hand. Take it off, and then you're going to place it. And that's how you're going to create that nice element, a nice sharpness. And try to get them as even as possible. Like, there are some days I still don't get mine even, but I make it work. Okay, so then the first color we're going to go into is one to set with, and we're going to take this shade right here, and we're going to set our eyes with that. Again, big old fluffy brush. Tap off any excess and just lay that down. Make sure you're setting that. This is the only palette I have from her. I don't have the Subculture at all. I didn't really think about buying it, and it's really not all the controversy behind it, but it's a lot of the colors. I wasn't too crazy about the colors, so I'll give it some more thought. And then we're gonna go in with this Wet n Wild shadow brush. It doesn't have a number or anything, but it's Wet n Wild. And we're gonna take this shade right here, and we're gonna pop that as our transition color because it's so pretty. Tap off that excess. And just pop that right on. And again, like previous video, build up as you go. Make it as intense as you want. Just make sure you lay it down. Yeah, I mean, even there's so much controversy behind the Subculture palette, but I don't think people really realize that. Personal opinion, I think this has just as much fallout. Just my opinion. And everybody else swears up and down everything else does, so. Just a little bit more. And I like taking this color to start off with, just because it gives you like a nice, it's not warm, but your look, you really don't want it super warm anyways. This doesn't make it too warm, makes it kind of cool. Even though I go in the crease with usually a warm shade, this balances it out, which is what I like. There, looks good. And then we're gonna grab another fluffy brush. What do we want to use? Let's go in with the Sigma Diffuse Crease. It's the E38. We're going to go in with that. And we're going to dip into... let's take Love Letter here. We're going to take that color in the crease. And remember, start off small and then build your way up to your color payoff. Start on the outer and then fluff it on in there. And in a way, you're kind of cutting your crease with this, except on this outer V, we're going to do that really, really dark red. Just fluff this in the crease. Go back in. Don't ever forget to tap off that excess. Just take your time. I take it up a little bit above too. Don't forget to take it above because I have hooded eyes. Back and forth motion is what I like to use. Same thing over here. So you can see I got this eye a little darker. That's okay. We can always go back in and fix the other eye. Even yourselves out, right? And I'm barely putting any pressure. Like, I'm legitly just running it. Okay, so then go back in with that purple shade that you just did, which I'll show you guys again. This is your very first shade. Go back in that. Tap off your excess and then kind of just go over it all. Kind of get it blended together. You can come back to this. I just go as I go. I don't usually go back too much and blend everything together. I try to do it as I go. Okay. So then we're gonna take let's see, what do we want to take? Let's take one of these IT Cosmetic brushes. This is the 211. Looks like this. 211. And we're going to go into this shade right here. It's got a little shimmer, but we're going to do this one. And we're going to do this in the outer V. This outer V corner right here. And then after we get done with that one, then we're going to jump to this color. And I'm tapping. I'm not swiping. I'm tapping. You don't want to go too crazy with this color. Same thing over here. Tap it in. I like to kind of tap it out a little bit on the lid. Come back to this one. And I haven't re-dipped, so I'm just using whatever product's left on my brush. And then once you're done with that, then go in little circles. And the only reason I do it after is I settle the product and then I wanted to finish distributing all my product around. I don't go in there like full force or anything, but if you want that just a little darker, go back in, tap off excess, tap in that corner. You could also do this look for a special occasion or Valentine's Day. You could really dress it up with glitter too. And I'm talking like not a red glitter, well you could do red glitter, but like a gold or like one of the white glitters that have a lot of reflex in it. Those are good. Okay, then circle motions. Distribute that product. Same thing over here. Just take your time too. You don't have to rush through any of this. Well, unless you're in a hurry, but try not to. And then I'm going to go back in with the Sigma. And we're just gonna, I didn't pick any product up, we're just gonna fluff around at this edge. Make sure you got everything good and blended together. Go back in that crease a little bit. Diffuse it a little. Alright. So then with that same brush, the 112 from it, then we're going to go into that nice deep red shade. This one right here. It looks kind of brown on camera, but it's red. Pick it up, tap it off, and then pat. On that outer corner. Drag it up a little bit in my crease. Pick up more. Do the other eye. Then I'm going to go back on this eye and kind of blend. Blend it in. And of course I know there's other techniques or ways to make it look better, but I like the way I do it. Sorry about the lighting, the sun's behind a cloud. Go figure. Natural daylight today, behind a cloud. Okay, and then look at myself. Pretty good. Alright. Then I'm going to go back into the shade right here, back up in my crease. And that's only to make that a little bit heavier. I try to make it light at first, so that way I'm not like overdoing it. Because I don't want to overdo it. Then we're going to go back to that Wet n Wild, this brush, and we're just going to fluff that through our transition and our crease. Get up in that corner real nice. There you go. Same thing over here. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Blend it all. Get up in that corner. I kind of just use like whatever excess is left. Alright. And then we're going to go in with the Sigma. It's the eye shading. It's the E55. It looks like this. Look at that nice flat. And then we're going to go right into, let's see, let's do, let's do this shade right here. And we're going to put the rest of this all over the lid. Tap off the excess. And just like the other video, pat. Pat that all on, and then you can go in and swipe. So be careful. Pat. And go in and swipe. Look at that. Look at this eye. This is beautiful. And if you want, you can go back in and deepen up your crease a little with a Love Letter. Go ahead and deepen that up if you want. I might leave it just the way it is. I like the way it is. Tap, swipe. And see, I'm kind of cutting out my crease a little bit too with this color. Again, no glitter glue, no paint pot, no nothing, no primer. I just pop this on by itself. So then we're going to go back in with the Sigma, and we're just going to kind of fluff this around. I didn't pick up any product either, so don't go back in and be like, pick a product. Fluff it in. And just kind of fix up that crease a little. It don't look too bad, does it? Looks pretty good. Yeah, looks pretty good. So when you're done, I close up my palette, take my tape off. That looks good. That looks darn good. Okay. Then I do my eyeliner, and then today I'm gonna attempt to do a baby wing. I don't do a wing every day, but I do a wing a lot. So what I'm doing is I'm actually just following my shadow. How you created that line with the tape? That's how I'm creating my wing. And forgive me if you can see my mirror. I'm just trying to make sure I have this good. And I know you're not supposed to tug your skin and all that when you're doing wings and all that crap, but you do what you gotta do. So then I'm gonna go back in, take that top portion, and connect. And I do pull back a little bit because I have hooded eyes, and then I fill it in. My wing looks a little droopy just for the simple fact that my hand went a little crazy. I made like a little line right here, see that? Yeah. So I'm gonna try to straighten that up. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. We're gonna go back in and do the other right now. I usually, I know everyone has this problem. You usually get one wing really well, and then the other wing sucks. I'm gonna try my best. Some days you get it, and some days you don't. I'm gonna line my lid first. Because again, this is my blinky eye. This one likes to give me problems. And when you guys see me do this, I'm actually just taking the excess that's off of right in here. I'm not re-dipping. I'm actually just grabbing the excess off the rim and swirl it around. You don't want to get too much. Okay, then follow shadow, then in. Oh, you can see I didn't connect my line. There. Then fill it in. This takes a while. It took me forever to do wing liner. Forever. Even at doing it, I still fluff up every once in a while. Looks pretty good. And a lot of times, like I still get my wing liner a little off. That's how I do my wing. I'll probably perfect it eventually, you know, make it a little bit better, but looks pretty good. And then mascara. I use the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly mascara. And like I said, I use this all the time. This is one of my favorites for my lashes. Try not to make a mess. Try all the time not to make a mess. Go back to the other eye. Go back to this one. There. And then lastly, if I have the time, I do my brows. I don't do my brows all the time, but if I have the time for work, I'll do my brows. So the Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown is what I use. And then I don't get too crazy. Just film it a little bit. Nothing like, yeah, like I got awesome brows. Because you don't always have to do brows like that. Some women swear by getting their brows, you know, perfect. It's one thing I'm not all, I gotta have my brows done just right. I'm not one of those. I just fluff some product in there. Brush it. Make sure they're even. Especially with the darkness, make sure they're evenly dark. Then of course I do the Gimme Brow, which I want to get the actual full size of this. I just hope the brush is as small as this one because I really like how small this brush is. Get these brows tamed. It's pretty good. And that's it. So this is the final look. What do you guys think? Pretty good, huh? Leave a comment down below what you think. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And see, I told you I wear glasses, so bye.